Where are we, Dan?
We're in the NEC Birmingham Marina at Motorcycle Live 2023. Gonna have some fun, test ride, go off-road, look at bikes, sit on bikes, drool on bikes, get some test riding in. Let's have a look at this. The brand new for 2023 Royal Enfield, I'm losing the will to speak, the Himalayan 455cc. Oh my God! That's comfy as hell. That's so comfy. I mean, I haven't actually had a go of the original Himalayan, but if it's even half as comfy as this, it's brilliant. That's fantastic. The dash looks good. Lovely wide bars. Cable clutch. So you can see it, really. Same instrumentation as my Meteor 350 in these lovely little levers here. If it's a standard model in this trim and these crash bars come as standard, this can only be an absolute bargain. I haven't spoken to the fella yet. I can only assume what the price will be. Between 4 to 5 grand, I would have thought. But for this level of quality, you can't really argue with a bike like that. We're going to see what it's like to have a pillion on, just to see if it's comfy enough. Because generally, this would actually be something I would consider. Tank feels good. The tank, I can only describe it, looks like a small one off an African Twin, which is weird. Oh, wow. What do you think? She thinks it's alright. Let's have a little sit. My name is Dan and I'm sitting on a scooter. Sitting on a scooter, sitting on a scooter. Oh my God, come on, look at this dash. Well, lack thereof dash. Have anyone seen Batman, the Dark Knight Rises? That's very Batman-esque, isn't it?
Why, hello, beautiful.
Yeah. There's a button that says R on it, and I don't know what that means. It means race mode, which means your battery goes flat even quicker. Of course, let's not all forget where we started, okay, guys? Getting out there giving, oh, noobs a bad name, 125s. You started at 125. I did. He did. She did. Everyone around you did. Things like this, the little Kymco. Look at that. 2,459. 125, get you going. Even if you just commute, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can get 1,000cc for commuting if you want, but why would you when you get something like that for 100 miles per gallon? People are quite prejudiced to Chinese bikes, but Benelli, they're made in China, and everyone seems to love them. I'll tell you what, though, they come a long way with the styling as well. This one seems to have quite mean, aggressive styling. I mean, this is a 125, this one. But the size of the thing, if you come alongside, obviously this gentleman seems like, what, 5'8", something like that? He seems really comfy. You can either have your legs feet forward position. Apparently you can stand on it as well. I wouldn't recommend it. It's got, I mean, as standard, let's look at it, 125 for that price. You can get, it's got a side stand, a main stand. You go and get yourself a Moto Guzzi. Does they come with main stands as standard? No, something like that does. It's cheaper. All right, you're going, it won't be as reliable. Well, no. But I mean, you're not going to hammer that round the twisties, are you? I'm going to have a little sit myself if you don't mind. Right, so what I can see by just hopping on, that's a game changer. That's, tell you what, that is surprisingly comfy. I mean, and the leg position, look at that. That's really comfy. What I can see on the dash here, which isn't a great deal because it looks like another Dark Knight Rises kind of thing, you'll see in a sec. The little screen doesn't seem like it'd do a lot. I mean, it's no bigger than my hand, really. So probably, if you're going to get something like that, you get a optional accessory with the windscreen right here. Mirrors seem good. Really good, actually. Can't see any elbow. Yeah. It's got key. There's the thing I'm not 50-50 on as well, the keyless ignition. So you don't have a key. You have a key fob on your person, as far as you know. And you just turn it on. Within a certain radius, your vehicle starts up. But my question is, you nip into work, which is where you park your vehicle, you nip into work, which is basically less than 2 meters or something like that. Can someone just come on and take your scooter? I don't know. But regardless of that, this particular Kymco, it's really comfy. Really comfy. I'm really surprised. Quite a nice colour scheme as well. It's got this kind of matte green going on, which is really, really smooth. And if you come to the back, let's have a little look and see what we got here. Twin shocks, they don't look adjustable. calipers underneath. Quite unusual. That exhaust seems rather large. I don't know. It looks large until you look at the pea shooter there. The lights are a bit strange. I don't know if these are LEDs or what this big gaping hole is here. But it's got some kind of mean, aggressive styling. Shall we have a sit? We're here anyway. We're never going to buy one because it's 11 grand. Right, okay, so it's just like the MP3. There's a little brake here. I can only assume that controls both brakes, front and rear. Because as you know, scooters are all automatic, there's no gears. Twist and go. In case you missed that one. Twist and go. Okay, you got the traditional front rear brake here. It even has a handbrake. Look at that, little handbrake. That's your rear, that's your front. It's a trike. That's the word for all you Xbox fans. It's very Halo, but I am no Master Chief. The dash is very strange. There's a button which is standby here. I mean, you couldn't get much simpler than that though, could you really? On and off. There's your button. Just in case you missed that, there's a button. A few buttons here. I can only assume there's modes, there's a menu, handbrake one, there's a lock. I'll tell you what, okay, you can call it what you like. That seat position is really nice. I'm not going to lie. It has a backrest. Maybe you look there. That is for the rider. Ignore that, but that's for the rider. I mean, look at that position. That is a lovely position to be in. Anyway, moving on. Should we have a look under the seat? Tell you what, you'd think though for a bike with 11 grand you'd be able to fit at least 2 helmets in. I mean, this one does have the optional back box on, but you would think under there you'd have enough space, but hey, you know, pros and cons to every bike, isn't there, I suppose. You get a good look at this tank, you tell me what you see. Any red-blooded male will see a pair of fantastic filler caps. Yes, twin filler tanks. So this one's built for pure mileage, this one, the old Tenerife on. It's a World Rally Edition, so this one is built for miles and miles. I personally am not a fan of this weird kind of alien 4-bulber on the front. Do you have a sit on? See how comfy it is. Someone's honking. Does that mean the test rides are available? Well, you can see why it'd be a good one off-road, to be honest. Even on the pegs, that's a really nice place to be, even just on the pegs. Nice long travel suspension there, even sat down. It's a nice neutral kind of position, sat upright, comfy. Nice wide bars, the old Tenerife railway. It's got an Öhlins steer damper. I don't know, well, that must be a standard thing to be at the show, like. Really nice place to be, comfy. I have just looked at the TFT dash. I mean, that just reminds me of a big iPhone. The only thing I can find that I don't like so far is that. I mean, I've got a Honda CBF FAL, the old one. That's got character. It's all analog, it's character. That's just a screen. Okay? Which is a shame. Other than that, really nice, comfy place. Lovely long travel suspension, like I say. Just a nice place to be. Yeah. Seems to have an arrow kind of standard as well. Very nice. Let's make our way round and sit on some more Yamahas. Right, here we are. Now, the last bike fest we attended was the Peterborough Bike Fest. I actually had to go of an R7. Changed my life. First sports bike I've had to go at. And I've got to say, you think they're uncomfortable, and they are-ish compared to other bikes. But then you actually sit in one and you realise that they're uncomfortable for a reason. The handling is just ridiculous on a sports bike. I'm going to have a little sit. This is the R3. This is the one up from the R125. That's where the noobs start. Oh, sorry, the new riders. That's where they start. Then it goes to the R3, R321cc for your A2 license. Tell you what, I probably look like a giant. That's not actually a bad place to be. Probably don't look as comfy as I am, but the pegs aren't. The hand pegs here, they aren't exactly right tucked under like you would be on, say, I don't know, old Fireblade. They're in a nice flattish kind of position. They're not above the yoke either. They're just on the nice point. So there's my legs there. The gear lever. Bit of an angle there. Not going to lie. I've got Alpines on as well. These are kind of adventure toury boots, so I'm not going to get some good clicking on the pegs like. But I tell you what though, if you quite fancy that position, and you were to say commute to work, for example, something like that, you could do worse than one of these. I mean, 321cc, the mile per gallon would be better than like an R6, something like that. And you'd probably have more fun because it's a lot lighter frame. And that's not actually a bad place to sit. Here we are, Yamaha R7. This only came out a few years ago. Now this one, as I do remember, the clip-ons were below the yoke, so that wasn't the best position. Let's have a little go. Yep, you see, now that is your sports bike position. That's your traditional tucked in, knees in, elbows down, head there like that. Personally, that's not my kind of bike, my position. Not really a fan of that. It's just a bit too much, yeah. Especially for a belly like mine, when you're resting on the tank. Yeah, Yamaha need to design things for people in mind who are, you know, not as slim as the average people, yeah. You couldn't tour on a sports bike. I couldn't do that. Even though the suspension is adjustable, your horns are always going to be in that position with your bum in the air, because I feel quite exposed. Hello, sir. And to remember, this is only a 500cc parallel twin. You know what I mean? The road presence is fantastic. I'm going to sit as a pillion and see what that's like. I feel like a king here. Like a damn king, I do. See? Even as a pillion, I've got loads of space. You've got loads of space. And look, it's even got the luggage. Plenty of luggage space. You could definitely tour on one of these. And crash bars are standard. I mean, let's go back to the original position. Now there's a bike that I probably look a bit better on for a tall guy, big guy, out there. I feel a bit better on this. If it were my money, I'd go for the 500. I mean, for the sake of 200cc. This is a lot comfier, and if you are going to tour, isn't that the main thing at the end of the day? Comfort. I don't even want to get off. I really don't. It's really comfortable, Daniel. And how much are they? On the road price, $6.5 grand. Wow. Wow. Yeah, no, you're right to say wow. That's an absolute bargain. You got to think of the likes. What else can you get? Like CB500X. Similar kind of price, maybe a little bit more. This has a bit more road presence. Yeah, okay, the quality's not going to be as good as a Honda. Sidecars, mad concept, simple design, quite pricey. But then if all you ever do is bike and you never own a car, is it really a bad idea? Really? You can carry someone on the back and have you shopping in the sidecar. Have a look at this. Attach this Suzuki Bergman 400, is it? Over here? Yep. You got a Suzuki Bergman 400 single cylinder scooter over here. Brilliant. With a Wattonian sidecar. I'm just trying to grasp why you'd have a sidecar with the scooter, when on a scooter you have about 12 to 15 inch tyres front and rear. No, still can't grasp it, but you can grasp this beautiful Interceptor 650 with the blacked out engine here. Now that with the sidecar, which matches the two-tone paintwork. Now that is a winner in my eye. That looks absolutely stunning. Now that's a classic design. That actually suits having a sidecar, in my opinion. Oh, might having a go actually, but I can't hear. And then you got the granddaddy just there, the BMW R1800. Big engine, big bike. This is an interesting one I haven't heard of. Mental health motorbike. When life gets tough, we're here to listen, to support, to ride. If you are feeling down or whatever, there's no better therapy than I could think of than hopping on your bike in your own world. Your helmet's on, no one bothering you, concentrate on the road, it's just you, the road, and the bike, all you need. But it's nice to see charities like these set up to actually help people out there, because a lot of people, mainly boomers, won't open up about their feelings. They won't tell people and feel sad like that. And they need to get the word out there that, you know, we do have feelings, you know. I mean, I've got 4 bikes, don't you worry about me, I'm fine. But if it's good to talk to someone. If you're a biker and you're feeling low, talk to someone. There obviously are charities out there that will help you.
Mental Health Motorbike, we support up to 2,500 bikers at any one time via a closed support page, and we train bikers to be mental health first aiders. We do it for £50, the courses are normally $300, but your donation here will help pay for other bikers to become mental health first aiders to help each other. So we're here, anyone suffering with any sort of mental health problems, from PTSD to autism to anxiety and depression, we're here and we'll look after bikers and ultimately suicide prevention.
Right then, it's got to be said, sometimes smaller capacity bikes can be a lot more fun than bigger ones. One prime example, it's got to be, we all know it, the Honda Monkey It's been around a very, very long time, the 80s, 60s. Started off as a circus bike, if you believe that. Just running around circuses and things, and Honda were like, we can make a fortune here. And they have. Yep, this is the new colour scheme Monkey for 2022, I think, 23. It's got a tartan red seat. Not to everyone's taste, but I don't know, gives it a bit of character. It does, however, have full LED lighting, front indicators. There's the horn. Nice proper chrome steel mudguard as well. You expect most manufacturers, they're plastic. But this is alright. It's even got fork protectors here. And of course they've matched the red to the the anodized frame and stuff like that. Look at it. Just look at it. Sitting a Monkey. There are some bikes out there that make you just feel like a man. This isn't one of them. But I don't know. There is something about it though. It does feel quite. I don't know. I want to take this and I want to go on a big trip. I don't know. I mean, I assume the wheelbarrow tyre size. They've got to be on 12-inch rims then. Wouldn't bother me. That is comfy.